Can and will the NPFL be successful in 2025? That's what we're going to talk about right now. What will it take to make the NPFL successful in 2025? First and foremost, they're going to be. I want to make that very clear. They have a great group of people that are loyal and trustworthy behind them. People like Ken and Brad and Al. All of those people are very successful in this industry. I believe they're coming into their 4th year, and they've had a lot of obstacles and roller coasters over these 4 years. But they've got the team in place to make it very successful. And fans are very interested in seeing what they can do and what their anglers can do without using forward-facing sonar. And a key part of their success is that they have a group of anglers from the elites and the BPT and other organizations that are joining them for the first time. Some have been in there for a little bit, but there's a lot of new names, a lot of bigger names that are coming to the NPFL to showcase their talents, but to say, look, we want to fish in a group, in a tournament that doesn't use forward-facing sonar. And while they've made their first impression several years ago, and it wasn't the best impression, we need to give the NPFL a second chance and understand that there are going to be some more growing pains as now they're trying to implement a new platform that must work perfectly the day it starts. They cannot have any technical issues. Any technical issues just means those anglers and those fans aren't going to remember them or watch later on. So that's the first thing that must happen, that they need to make perfect right out of the gate, because we're giving them a second chance as fans. This implementation of no forward-facing sonar and prohibiting it has been probably one of the biggest things that has happened to NPFL. It's something they need to put their foot in the sand and say, this is our stance. We like this. We want to see people fish the traditional way. We don't need technology. At the same time, it's very important that the NPFL remembers to showcase the anglers, and hopefully those anglers are catching fish, because if there's lulls or there's times when the fishing gets very strict and very hard, it's going to be hard to keep fans interested. The one thing about forward-facing sonar is, as we've seen with the first tournament at the BPT, you catch a hell of a lot of more fish with the technology than without it. But there's a bunch of fantastic anglers that dislike forward-facing sonar and are in the group of the National Professional Fishing League. And hopefully those anglers and the anglers that stayed back will show out and show us how amazing the fishing is in the 6 places that they're going this year. And that digital engagement and strong partnerships is key to the success of the league in 2025. I hope that they have responsible fishing practices, a positive media partnership, because I'm not sure that happens all the time right now. And hopefully they have an angler branding and a storytelling on what's going on during the tournaments. Having that storytelling and coverage is extremely important on their platform and social media. And it's not just about all the named anglers that have joined. It's the people who have been with them for 3 or 4 years, that have stuck through the hard times, that hopefully will get the recognition that they deserve and that they need to keep their sponsors that will help them promote the league to the highest level. And that focus on storytelling is extremely important. As we saw this first weekend in the BPT, they had several storylines as the tournament went on. And that's something that needs to be focused as they do their live broadcast. Storytell what's going on. Now, one of the things I think at some point the NPFL has to do is they need to have a cut line on people that are going to move into the championship round and the people who get to go home early. And they need to have that storyline, the storyline of people that are making the money, and then the storyline of who's possibly winning. They need to keep the story and as entertaining and also informative as possible, because there's too many times that when you're in the lull that it's just strictly one thing about what they're doing. And the NPFL has every opportunity to be unbelievably successful in 2025 because of the platform, the people, and the anglers. And that's the first story that needs to be told. What do you think? Are you watching the NPFL this year? I think there's a lot of people that say, this is what I want. I don't want to see forward-facing sonar and people staring down. We'll have to see how it goes. Hopefully the fish catching is good, the anglers are good, and they're ready for the amount of traffic they're probably going to get. Because I think there's more people wanting the NPFL and the way they're going to fish more than ever. But they got to have the right platform. What do you think? Comment below and tell me what you think. Thanks for hitting that like and subscribe button. Thank you to all the subscribers. Thank you to all the new members. Thank you to everyone who comments on the channel. I really do appreciate it. You guys are absolutely freaking awesome. It's humbling, and I really do appreciate it. But comment below and tell me what you think. Remember, take your kid fishing, tight lines, cheers, and get your fish on.